Hey guys, it's Mr. Badger. I'm making a series on different types of coaching applications to Rocket League. I work with sports in my everyday life, and every sport has many unique aspects that are coached. But the thing is, there are plenty of mental coaching and positioning points that apply to so many different sports. With Rocket League being car soccer, it's no exclusion. This is Coaching Carryover, and today I'll be talking about football and doing your job. Simple. Do your job. 3 words. This is a mantra of the New England Patriots professional football team, made famous by Bill Belichick, their coach. Surely you know what it means if you've watched some NFL, played football, or even been around coaches during football season. Do your job. But for those of you that may not know, here it is in simple terms. Every position has some goal to execute. If those little goals are done, your team will be successful. Every coach in football I've ever worked with says this, as if their team is going to be the best if they do their job. Which, truthfully and realistically, while it may not make them the best, they will be significantly better. If the lineman makes his block and creates a hole for the running back, they'll be successful when moving the ball. That applies to every position on the field. Here's a simple example of an offensive play. The number 1 and 2 players are route running for options to generate offense. That is their job, either receive the ball or pull the defenders away to the sides. The linemen have the job of holding their blocks to give the quarterback time to choose whether or not he wants to throw to number 1 or 2. When everything is executed successfully, the defense didn't really have much of a chance at stopping the team. This applies for defense just as well as offense. Each defender in this formation is playing a zone. Within the cover 2 formation, as seen, there are 2 deep defenders covering long passes and Hail Mary plays. There are 5 covering short passes. They're again trying to limit the options of the offense. Each position here has a zone and has a set job. When moving the ball on offense in football, it's actually surprisingly similar to Rocket League. There are similar routes between either longer passes or short passes and runs. Runs could be just similar to dribbling. The defensive jobs are covering those long passes and collapsing on a dribble once they realize that's what the player is doing. They definitely have parallels and crossovers with football.
Well, that's cool and all, but how's it supposed to make me learn super sick flip resets?
See, the thing is, in order to really follow your mantra of do your job in Rocket League, most of the time, the most simple option is just a centered pass. Utilizing your teammates is usually the most beneficial thing you can do. Whether you are on a team or cruising solo, each position, 1, 2, or 3 in Rocket League have set ideal jobs. There are some gray areas, but for the most part, stick to what you should be doing. Let's go over some basics, but crucial jobs for each Rocket League position. At a most basic understanding of the positions of Rocket League, position 1 is the most forward-facing player. It is their job to challenge, to force a play on the ball. This could be a simple clear, a 50-50, forcing a dribbling player to flick, taking a shot, or dribbling themselves. Regardless, the sole goal and most important job is to play the ball. Position 2 in Rocket League, their job is to support position 1. This can come down to whether they're on offense, defense, or if it's a 50-50. If number 1 has a clear possession, You can give them support by giving them options by being ready for a pass or bumping opponents. If number 1 has a 50-50 coming, get in position to be the second defender, which I'll go into detail in another video. If number 1 is challenging on defense, fails, or baits out a flick, it's your job to get to the ball next, ideally before the offensive player regains possession. Baiting flick isn't helpful if they can just flick again. So your job is solely to support position 1, unless you're in 2s, because then your job is also number 3. Now position 3 is back safety net. Their job is to deal with long balls, hard shots, or pinches, and transitional defense. If you receive a long ball, it's best to find a teammate upfield if the ball is able to be boomed, or if not, you can control it and secure the ball into the corners to buy time for your team to recover and fill into the number 2 and 3 positions. But your sole job is cover long balls and shadow to buy time. Alright guys, so let's talk about an example in professional play. There's a recent clip from Samsung Galaxy vs Envy on April 11th, Championship Sunday. Samsung Galaxy shows us the subtle and extremely quick intricacies of doing your job. Turbo has an offensive chance while transitioning. Arsenal knows that he is first man and it is his job to challenge the ball, forcing either a 50-50 or a bump. After he successfully bumps and doesn't touch the ball, he's reset to the third man. Reddles knows it's his job as second man to get the save after Arsenal as first man did not touch the ball. With the save, Sipical is filling from third man on the back wall to second man when he is supporting the touch from Reddles up, and then going to first man as he's going to pass down to Arsenal. Arsenal is playing third man, then goes to second as an outlet pass after getting boost. This occurs far faster than most solo queue games, but it still shows the perfection of the players knowing exactly what their jobs are. The higher ranks and professionals have all near mastered this concept, just like professional football players. These rotations can shorten and change on defense, including rotating back post and covering backboard, and we may get into depth about that later. However, the takeaway is that if you do your job, you will win more games. That means you aren't doing everyone's job. Don't throw up a cross and then go for it yourself unless you know 100% that your teammates aren't going. Don't jump to awkwardly pop a long ball that you can leave for your third man to easily deal with. And don't jump for an aerial from behind your team when they're already upfield and you can tell they're not coming back. If you do your job, you won't double commit as much. If you do your job, you'll win more. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.